What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of MLB The Show, Road to the Show, and today we are going up against the Oklahoma City Dodgers. Today we got Jose Suarez back on the bump after some short rest. He's 5-9 with 119 innings pitched, 151 strikeouts, and a 4.76 ERA. We're going up against Marcus Solbach, who I believe has been promoted from AA to AAA. He's 0-1 with 4 innings pitched and 5 strikeouts and 11.25 ERA. Some of the folks on the Dodgers are currently struggling. Some of them are doing great. Similar to us, we got me and Jose Rojas doing really well, and then Ken Anderle and Franklin Barreto are not doing that well. We are also well under 500 now. I don't think we're going to be able to come back from this. The Oklahoma City Dodgers are also not doing that well. They're under 500. If you're new to the channel, as you know, I am a two-way player. I do pitch and I do swing the bat. Today we're swinging the bat. We're playing shortstop. Let's dive into this game and see if we can get the dub. All right, it looks like they've already played a whole game without me because they just said this is game 2 of the series, so it looks like I had a day off, but it's all good. We're coming out here, getting some reps in. Jose Suarez on the bump. Let's get this W today, fellas. All right, and we're going to start off in the batter's box today. We're going up against Marcus Solbach. As I mentioned, we are batting .355 for the year, and again, it's the bottom of the first. With 2 outs, we're getting a base hit right here in between the third and shortstop. And that is the first hit of the game for the team. A little 2-out rally here to start off the bottom of the first. Let's take a nice lead here. We got Randall Pullison stepping into the batter's box. He's slowly but surely getting his batting average up. And Solbach with the sidestep, so I won't be able to advance in any way. He's going to pop it up over to the shortstop, and that'll be a count of corn for out number 3 of the first inning. Solid first inning, just a base hit. Put a little bit of pressure on Solbach. Let's see if we can keep the defense going well. And looks like we're hopping right into our second batting appearance of the day. 1 for 1 for the day. We got 2 runners on with only 1 out. So we do have that double play in position, but we're going to try to power swing to drive in that run at second base and get an early lead out here for Jose Suarez. Get him the W today. Get the team the W in game 2 of the series. And we smacked that out to outfield. It looks like they're not going to be able to get there in time, so we are going to be able to drive in both of those runs, and I'm going to be able to go to 3 without even sliding into the bag. Could I go home? Is that a wild throw? That's right to the catcher, so that is a stand-up triple. I didn't power swing, though. It was regular contact swing, so I guess we failed that challenge, but I don't care. That was a beautiful hit. We got the dub right there. Super stoked about it. 2-0. Let's go. And Randall Pullison is batting right now. He's got a 2-2 count with 1 out, and he strikes out swinging, which is very typical for Randall Pullison. He should be demoted down to AA as soon as possible. Solbach gets his second strikeout of the game. And now we got Dexter Fowler stepping in. He has a full count, so he could work a walk here. He's 1 for 1 for the day. Maybe he can knock me in. Let's see. And looks like that's going to be ball 4. So we're going to see another batter step into the batter's box. We're making Solbach throw a lot of pitches here in the bottom of the third. Looks like he's got Schebler and a quick 0-2 count. Fowler taking a nice lead at first, and Schebler hits one over to the third baseman, but he's able to get the force out at second to end the inning. We end up getting 2 runs thanks to my stand-up triple. Let's see if we can get some more here in in Laughing Mountain Stadium. I want to make a correction. It's Laughing Mountain Park, but it looks like the Oklahoma City Dodgers have come back to tie it. Now it's 2-2. I have a single and a triple for the day, 2 RBIs. There's currently nobody on with 2 outs. Solbach looks like he's settled down now that he's gotten some run support. There's some wind blowing out to the left field area. I actually think it might be blowing in. And we smack one right over to the third baseman, which will be out number 3 to end the 5th. Oklahoma City with 7 hits for the day, so it looks like Suarez is getting hit around a bit. Hopefully, we can limit the damage and come out with a dub. Let's see. All right, and it's appearance number 4 of the day. Brusdar Graterol has taken the bump, and we're going to go ahead and try to advance the runner for our dynamic challenge here. He's over at first, and we got 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. That runner at first is the tying run, and he pitches out to see if they can get him at first. Looks like that's not going to happen. If we hit a home run here, we take the lead, which could potentially give us the W, assuming Omar doesn't come in and blow it in the 9th. But let's see. We got the wind blowing inward, kind of towards the left side of the field, and that is going to be ball 2 from Brusdar, who has a very interesting delivery. It looks like it's just very little effort from the body, and it's all arms. So I could just imagine how hard he would throw if he actually had like some good mechanics. You know what I mean? 2-1 count here. I took that pitch. I feel like it would have been off the end of the bat if I went down for it. Want to get something closer to here in the Gulf zone, and that's exactly what I went for. But looks like it's right to the first baseman, which will result in a double play to end the inning. and I think potentially the end of the game. And oh, it's not the case. Looks like it's still 3-2. Casey Bowling on the bump for the ninth. It's a full count here against Johnny Parsons, who's going to ground it out right towards me. He's got 59 speed, so we're going to be able to get this out no problem. Although he is going to get there a lot quicker than I expected, but we get the out regardless. That'll be out number 1 here in the top of the ninth. Let's see if we can get some runs to come through in the bottom of the ninth and potentially get this W. All right, looks like we have another fielding opportunity. Casey Bowling still on the bump. We got Cody Hose in the batter's box, and he's grounding right to me. We got 2 outs already, so this will be out number 3, and then we could potentially go and get some more runs to add and come back and win this thing. It's a 3-run deficit. Let's see if we can make it happen. We'll find out. And unfortunately, we do not get the win. The Dodgers come back, or they didn't come back, but they definitely won this game from the get-go. Let's see if we could, I don't know, do something in this next game. Let's find out. All right, so game 3 of this series, we got Scott Blewett back on the bump once again. Again, they played 1 game without me, so that's why we're in game 3 of the series, and it's not game 2. Last game was game 2. This is game 3. Skip game 1. So we're going to start this game off by getting a base hit to right field. That's going to drop right in front of the right fielder, and Jose Rojas, or sorry, is that Jose Rojas or Dexter Fowler? I can't even tell from here. Who is it? Zoom in on the guy. I want to say it's Rojas. Somebody made their way over to third base with that. Can I press pause? It's Jose Rojas. I was right. So Jose Rojas makes his way over to third base after the right fielder bobbles the ball. I stayed at first just to be safe, but we get our first base hit of the day. We're rocking and rolling out here in Salt Lake City, Utah. Scott Schebler in the batter's box typically strikes out in these kind of situations or grounds into a double play. Looks like it's going to be neither. He's going to actually pop out to the shortstop, and this technically should be an infield fly given that there's a runner at first, and it wasn't that far out of the infield, but it's all good. Matt Thaiss has rejoined us here in AAA. So happy to see that. He can actually do some damage here. Hopefully he doesn't strike out with that 0-2 count, and that's exactly what happened. Call me Nostradamus, fellas. I knew it was going to happen. We had 2 runners on. Couldn't get him across. Hopefully we can get him on next inning. By the way, I'm designated hitter today, so we're going to do nothing but hit, and we're stepping in for our second batting appearance of the day. We already have a 3-0 lead, so that's amazing. This series, we're 3 for 5 with a triple and 2 RBIs. We got a runner at second with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. I want to drive him in, get some insurance runs for Blewett so that he doesn't blow it. Looks like he's dominant so far through 2 straight innings. He hasn't allowed a hit yet, so that's good. Jimmy Nelson up there in the pitch count, 34 pitches here through 1 2/3, and I go out for that one. So that's a 1-1 count now. And I really, really, really would like to hit a home run, specifically over that quick pitch fence, or at least right in front of it, because I just haven't done it in a long time. It feels like it's been such a long time since I've hit a home run. I feel like I've more recently given up a home run than hit one. Oh, and he makes it in at home. I'm able to make it over to second. That was beautiful. Good job by Rojas with that heads-up base stealing, or base running, rather. And good job by me for being able to drive in some insurance runs. Jimmy Nelson is rattled, that's for sure. Scott Schebler stepping in. He's 0 for 1 today. I'm in scoring position. If he gets a nice line drive to the outfield, I'm scoring. I'm scoring here. And there's 2 outs, so I'm running regardless, even though it's a count of corn for the right fielder. He may lose it out in the lights, and that's just not the case. It's going to be the end of the second. We scored another run. It's now 4-0 here. Let's go get some more runs in my next appearance right here, right now. And it's now 5-0. We're 2 for 2 today, 4 for 6 in this series with 3 RBIs. It's the bottom of the 4th. Jimmy Nelson still on the bump. We got a runner at first with 1 out. This is a double play situation, which is something that I totally want to avoid, and I'm going to ground it right to the shortstop. He's going to bobble it. He's not going to have a play anywhere. That's going to be an infield single. It's got to be. That's got to be a single, buddy. What's the ruling? Base hit. Let's go. We're 3 for 3. W. Scott Schebler back at it again. We got the runner in scoring position. We got me here at first. Shebley. I was going to call him Chevy, but then I called him Shebley. Please don't strike out. All right, you hit that one. I'm going to get back to my bat because that's a can of corn for the left fielder. Well, better than a double play. I wish we could have done better there. I'm waiting for one day for Schebler to hit a home run. That's what I want to see. Matt Thaiss, he's 1 for 8 so far this series, which isn't the Matt Thaiss that I know and love. He's got to do better than that. He's swinging the bat above his head like that. Hopefully he can hit the ball, make some good contact, and drive us in. And it's a bloop. That's going to drop. I'm going to go to third base. I'm actually going to get thrown out here. Oh, never mind. The throw is offline. So we get that run to come in. Add a kid, Matt Thaiss. He's come through. He's back. He's ready to go. Love to see it. Jeremiah Jackson stepping into the plate now. He's rocking that 753 OPS, 54 RBIs. I think he can also drive us in. Me at third. Schebler at first. Or sorry, Theis at first. Come on, Jackson, make it happen, dude. All right, he bloops one out to right field. It's going to be right under the right fielder's glove, and that'll end inning number 4. But we scored some more runs. It's now 6-0 against the Oklahoma City Dodgers. Love to see it. All right, appearance number 4 of the day. We're 3 for 3 today with an RBI. Killing it this series. It's the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs. 6-0 lead. Clevenger is on the bump, and we are hitting that one, but that's going to be a can of corn for the center fielder. He's got that, and that'll be the first non-base hit that we get for the day. I don't know what I'm trying to say. We're 3 for 4 though. Got a fat lead. Let's win this game, fellas. All right, here for our last plate appearance of the day. It's now a 7-2 game. The Oklahoma City Dodgers have come back and scored a couple runs. They now have Caleb Ferguson on the bump. It's the bottom of the 8th, 1 out, runner at first. Let's see if we could drive him in for some insurance, and that's going to be a bad pop-up to the right fielder, and that'll be out number 2 for the bottom of the 8th. So I'll fast forward here, and we will see that we get this dub today against the Dodgers, and that is exactly what will happen. I believe we win the series here, and as a result, maybe we're at 500 again. I'm not 100% sure, but fellas, that'll do it for this episode. It was a quick one, I know, but still fun to say the least. Fellas, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you smash that like button if you like what you saw, and leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you thought. And if you're new to the channel, drop a sub. I'd really appreciate it. I also have a podcast called Mic Up the Halo, where we talk about nothing but Angels baseball. Go listen to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at Mic Up the Halo. That'll do it for today, fellas. We'll see you next time.